Why is Snap Delivered blowing up like it is right now? I mean, you're here looking at it, and I already know that there's been a lot of other people looking at it. Well, I'm going to tell you why. Hey folks, my name is Anthony Nitz, and I'm one of the founders with Snap Delivered. And there's some really good reasons why Snap Delivered is getting so much attention and it is setting up to explode onto the delivery marketplace. And a lot of people ask me, what's the big deal? It's just another delivery service. I mean, you got your Uber Eats, your GrubHub, you got your Postmates, you got Deliver.com. I mean, you got, there's a bunch of them out there, right? And the problem has been that as of until now, all of those services have pretty much been status quo. They all kind of do the same thing. They just, provide a delivery service. They overcharge the restaurant owners incredibly. I mean, they take away the restaurant owners' margins in order just to do delivery, which is kind of a necessary evil, right? Drivers, you guys are out there busting your butt every single day, and you're going, man, I'm just making enough money just to pay the bills, which turns into what? It's just a job. It's J-O-B, right? Just over broke. They're keeping you at that level. And then also consumers, right? Consumers, when they order food from their favorite restaurant, they're being shocked and amazed when they find out that that bill is $15 more than what they would have expected it to be, because those delivery services are tacking on additional fees and service fees, and actually adding $1 or $2 or $3 for different menu items above and beyond what the restaurant normally charges, and taking that sort of money, right? Which for consumers, we get orders and we're like, wow, okay, I don't know if I'm going to order as much as frequently as I might if it's going to be that much, right? And so what Snap Delivered's doing is they're doing two things that any successful change in a marketplace has to have. And it has to be, number one, it has to be a disruptor. Like I said, all of those other companies are status quo. They all follow basically the same model. No difference, right? Just different names, okay? Different audiences, perhaps. And Snap Delivered is going to be disrupting this market in a big way. I'll share with you that in a second. But there's also another thing that they didn't do that Snap Delivered is doing, and this is also part of this disruption, is that in order for a business, and I learned this a long time ago, in order for a business to truly explode on the marketplace, it has to allow for early adopters to be part of it that are part of the general public. You, the general public, can benefit from this. Doesn't matter if you're a restaurant owner, a driver, a consumer, whatever, doesn't matter. So what does that mean? Okay, so most of the other delivery services, when they're servicing their restaurant owners, they're charging the restaurant owner somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 30% of the order value in order to deliver that food, along with other little miscellaneous fees and things like that that they'll throw in on the consumer side and on the driver's side too. And I want you to think about this. If you have a restaurant that is doing, let's say, 20 orders a day, and their average order is $40, they are paying thousands of dollars. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars every month, not to mention how much they pay per year in that 20 and 30% fee. But until now, there hasn't been any other options. The problem with this is that now it forces them to raise their prices to the consumer, because if a restaurant's profit margin is 20 or 30% and the delivery service is taking 20, 30%, well, what's left for the restaurant owner? They're just working for free. They're just they're just breaking even, if you will. There's no profit in it for them. So what does a restaurant owner do? They go, well, we got to raise that price, just so that we can pay the bills. But Snap Delivered only charges $2 per delivery to that restaurant owner. That does not matter what the size of the order. It could be a $15 order. It could be a $50 order, an $80, $100 order, $2 delivery fee to the restaurant owner. And if you're a restaurant owner and you're watching this and you go, holy smokes, and you go do the math on this right now, I would challenge you, go to your books and look and see how many deliveries did we do? How much did we pay in delivery service fees? And figure out that number is, what if we only paid $2 per delivery? Your mind will be blown, and it will hurt, because you're going to go, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much money we've spent on delivery service fees. But we know it's a necessary evil, right? Especially during a pandemic when that's all you had was delivery. There was no dining in and all that stuff. So this is one of the things that Snap Delivered is doing to disrupt the marketplace. Number one, we are only charging a $2 delivery fee to the restaurant owners, which is huge, because that can translate to profit back to the restaurant. And it can also benefit the consumer, because now that restaurant has more profit margin. Do they have better quality food? Do they lower their prices? Or do they keep the prices where they're at and make it a better experience for you overall, include a little more? I don't know how that translates, but it makes for a much better experience, and the restaurant can hire better quality employees. I mean, there's a lot of different benefits to it, right? Now, as far as on the consumer side, when you're a consumer, I know, for example, I like to, there's a sushi restaurant that me and my family, we order from, fairly frequently, and previously we were using Postmates and once in a while Uber Eats. And we knew what it usually cost us, because we all kind of get the same thing over and over. We knew what it usually cost us to go into that restaurant and sit down and eat a meal. And when we had the delivery, I knew that there was going to be a delivery charge. But when you figure out the delivery charge, and then there's additional fees, and then you look at the menu items and you go, wait, I don't remember that being the actual cost of the item, you find out that these services are adding additional money on top of each item that they're putting into their pocket, which now makes me as a consumer go, oh man, I don't know if I want to order that frequently from them. It's getting a little pricey to do that. As a matter of fact, the last couple times we had sushi, I just called it in and went over and picked it up. I didn't order it through an app because it was just getting too expensive for what you get. And so I said, okay. So now what ends up happening is you're the consumer. If you're just a consumer, or if you're a restaurant owner, those people who are ordering from you who like your service, they might be ordering less frequently. Okay, as a consumer, you're looking at it going, I think we're just going to cook something at home tonight because it's a little pricey. As a driver, you're going, man, I'm out here, I'm busting my butt. I'm trying to deliver this food just to make enough money to get my bills paid, right? And if you, if you're a driver, you got to understand that there is definitely it's kind of the JOB syndrome, the job syndrome. They call you an independent contractor, but they give you just enough to pay your bills, right? So you're just over broke. And in some cases, I know some people, they don't get enough to pay their bills without working 12 hours or some crazy thing like that. Switching between their app and their wife's app so that they could keep driving. So what we've done is, in addition to just making the fees really, really simple, there's also an element where now you as the general public, like I said, you got to be an early adopter to the general public to make something really blow up. You get the opportunity to become, in a sense, a part owner of this company. And what I mean by that is that when you download the app and you install it and you say, okay, well, I'm going to start using this app. Once the areas are open, there's not a lot of areas open right now because it is brand new. And we're counting on you to help us get these areas open and be the first one in, because this is going to be key. When you get in there and you open up an area and you look and you say, hey, let me find 10 restaurants to use the Snap Delivered app. Then every time that an order goes out of that restaurant, make a little piece of that delivery fee. Little piece, right? Not a lot, not a whole lot if you look at it one by one by one. But when you start adding up what those fees can work out to be, it works out to be a whole lot of money. A lot more probably than what you're making as a delivery driver. So one of the things I tell drivers, I say, hey, start your own delivery fleet. Same thing with restaurant owners. If you own a restaurant, you should be installing or signing up as a restaurant. And then every Uber Eats driver, every Postmates driver, every GrubHub driver, whoever you're using, every driver that comes in, you should tell them, hey guys, look, I just want to let you know, we're going to start using Snap Delivered. And so I need you to get on that platform. Now, why would you do that? Because every time that delivery driver makes a delivery, you get a little piece of that. And guess what? That even counts if they're delivering your competitor's food. Think about that. So there's a lot more to it, and I'd invite you to come and look in detail what this is all about. If you're a restaurant owner, get signed up as a restaurant with Snap Delivered. Be one of the first ones in the area. Get your other friends who own restaurants to get signed up. If you are a driver, be one of the first ones in the area. And if you're a driver, you're the one going in and out of these restaurants all day long. Oh my gosh, you have the ear of that business. And you need to tell them, hey guys, we're going to start delivering Snap Delivered, and you need to look into it. Here's my card and promotion code. All right, if you're a consumer, download the app. Start sharing it with your friends. And when they make orders, you get a little piece of that. So depending on how much you put into it is going to, of course, depend on how much you get out of it. So I'd love to invite you to go to the website that's showing up on your screen right now, and you can watch the video. It explains it in more detail. You can download the app, and you can also sign up as a restaurant or a driver through that website. All right, thanks guys for watching, and we'll talk to you real soon. We'll keep you updated. Take care.